In today's education news you can use, we are going to be talking about the many benefits of parents being actively involved with their children's school.
And two parents of students at Tucson Country Day School have some great ideas on how to get involved. Welcome Dina Marsh and Heather Othout, who is also the Student Parent Association president. Ladies, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
So Dina, let's start with you. Obviously, you both are really awesome parents, very involved in your children's lives. Why is it so important that parents are really being very active in their children's schooling?
It's to get you out there, involved, and know what's going on in your kid's life. It's very important to be an aid to your teacher's assistants as well. As just knowing you're supporting your kids in their education.
Do you feel the same way, Heather?
I do, and you know, I think it's good for our kids to see us giving back to the community as well. It prompts them to want to do more, and it gives, like Dina said, it gives us a way to communicate more with our teachers and see what our kids are doing every day.
I think that's great. And one way is, of course, to volunteer. And I know you do volunteering. Do you do that during the school day, or how do you do that?
I'm the room parent,
okay.
So I have a list of all the parents' emails, and I correspond with the emails. I delegate my husband to do field trips. I've gone on one field trip, but I just try to get all the information out that my teacher has shared with me throughout the year and get it to my parents so they know as well if they're not able to be involved. Yeah. To let them know.
Well, I think that's great, and really just having this kind of conversation between parents and teachers is wonderful. And Heather, you're actually also the president, as we mentioned, of SPA, which I think is a great acronym.
Right?
So tell us what that is, and tell us again, you know, why is it so important for parents to get involved with the PTA and associations like this?
Right. So SPA is our Student Parent Association, and you know, it's just really great to get involved because our parents have an outlet. They have a place to come and tell us their opinions, and they have a way to volunteer in different fundraising and different activities around school. It's just, you know, again, being part of your kids' lives and showing them how to be a good citizen and give back.
It is. You lead by example, of course. Now, when a parent does become involved with SPA, they actually can decide on which activities they want to volunteer for, right? So that's a great reason why being involved is also there.
We have so many different avenues that we need volunteers. A lot of our different activities throughout the year, they don't happen without volunteers. Our Fall Festival is one of our biggest events that we put on. We do that in October, and takes a lot of planning, a lot of prep work. And that day of, if we don't have volunteers, it just doesn't happen. We have our Olympiad, that's like our track and field day. And again, without volunteers, it doesn't happen. Dina's a room parent. We have other parents that are in the classrooms during the day. And then, you know, like those parents that work during the day, they can't help. Some of our events take place either in the evening or like our Fall Festivals on a Saturday.
See, and I love that you said that. You're covering all of us. You know, like I want to be there for my stepkids, but I'm not able to be there in the classroom. And a lot of women are, and fathers for that matter. But yeah, maybe kind of talk about more volunteer opportunities for those parents who have like those crazy busy work hours. Are there things that they can do from home? Or there,
absolutely. You know, speak to your teachers too. A lot of times teachers are taking home loads and loads of work. And it might just be simple, like cutting some stuff out for a project that's coming up. You know, and I, for instance, did that when my daughter was in first grade. Her teacher had a big project. I took all the stuff home and cut it out for her. I sat in front of the TV and did it. You know, so it's something that she didn't have to take back. So there's things like that. And again, the activities we have on the weekends. We do some things in the evenings. Our McTeacher nights happen at night. You know, so there's a lot of different things that happen in evenings and weekends too that we can really use.
It's really the first thing to do is to ask what I can do. That's the first thing. So just on a personal level, ladies, what is kind of the most memorable thing that you remember from your volunteering or being involved that you can kind of tell other parents out there?
All the kids coming up and hugging you. It's just like with a run over and just give you a big hug. It's like, whoa, I touched somebody's life today. So it's just kind of coming into the classroom just to drop off your child, and all the kids are like, hi, and they run over, give you a big hug. And
they do. They call you by name, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know who this kid is. But it's awesome. And, you know, for me, we've been at the school for 7 years now. And so I've seen these kids growing up. And it's just amazing to be a part of that every day and just seeing them grow in their own personalities and becoming the individuals that they are. So.
Well, that's great.
Awesome.
A great personal feeling that you guys are sharing with other parents. If they're thinking about getting more involved, whether it be through volunteering, through spa, or anything else, the first thing they have to do is just ask. And I'm sure there's an opportunity. So, ladies, thank you so much for coming. Please tell your kids we said the same. Now, to learn more about Tucson Country Day School and their innovative programs, call 296-0883 or log on to tcdcharterschool.com.